Girl,
Everybody
it's
follow
packed
the one
out
line,
here tonight.
please. Follow the one line, please.
I told you.
IDs out. I need to see IDs. Thank you, ladies. Welcome to Park Ave.
Excuse me. Hello? Can you move? What? Excuse me. Oh my God. You ready to go? Girl, I've been ready.
Well, hey, girl, hey.
Hola.
How's your week?
You know, my week was busy. It was busy.
It's the life of a hustler right now for you.
I've been hustling. I've been slanging cameras and not dope, but cameras. Computers.
So you recording everybody.
I'm recording everybody. Everybody and anybody who needs recording. Recording. You want to send a note to your mom? I'll record you. You're singing a song for YouTube? I got you.
That's good.
Yeah.
How much does it cost a person to get a recording done?
It just depends on the magnitude of what you want. I mean, if you want like a 10-minute show, it's going to cost you.
For 10 minutes?
Yeah. For an hour, it's going to cost you.
Oh.
I say that because the amount of space and storage it takes up and the time it takes to export it out, it takes fucking at least a day to export over an hour's worth of footage. So it takes, and it's frustrating because sometimes it doesn't always export out correctly just because of the files are so big.
So it's not the actual recording, it's the post-recording
it's the post-production that takes the longest and that is the most tedious. If you have something that is, I shoot for some guys and, God bless them. Their podcast is hella long, but the shit takes forever to put out because the file is so big. So depending on how big it is and how long it is, that determines the price.
Sex.
It's a lot, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating like sex. But nonetheless, I enjoy it. I am learning that this is something that I really am getting into more and more, and as long as I'm getting paid, I'm happy.
So you still have an apartment?
I still have an apartment.
Because thank you, Lord. Last time we talked,
we discussed.
You were in Vegas.
I was about to be short.
You YOLO.
But you know what? God came through. He saw me.
Was it on the last day?
It was on the last day. And what's so funny is, so my apartments, I've lived in these same apartments for about almost going on 10 years. No, 9 years. Let me stop. 9 years. And so they just migrated to digital. So before you could pay money order, no problem, right? So I ain't never had a problem paying with a money order. All I had to do was just go to a store that, get the money. Yeah, anywhere.
Walmart.
Really. Whatever. So now they talking about everything got to be online. So I'm like, oh, shit. All right, so,
Was your account negative?
Bitch, was it negative?
Was your account really negative?
Bitch, was it negative? So I get online, I sign up for my apartment shit, right? And so I get online. And mind you, I've been paying money orders, and I'm paying the exact amount that I felt was the exact amount. I ain't never got no notice on my door saying I owe $25.
So you always be like $5 or $6 short each
month. Bitch. So I go to check my account. I sign up and everything, log in. I sign up and I check my account. Mind you, my shit's only supposed to be like $875. Bitch, my shit was almost $1,100.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes, it was almost $1,100, and that was because of all the back fees that I was paying.
What?
So for months, I've been paying something that I wasn't supposed to be paying. I was supposed to be paying more, obviously. But so they never put nothing on my door. They never said, Adrianna, you owe us $27. You owe us $48. You owe us $59.
So you had to pay $1,100?
Did I? I ain't had no choice. So I had to make a couple phone calls. But yes,
But you live for another month. You live for another month.
God is good. I'm so grateful for everybody that is in my life that is participating in my journey. Because I shat bricks. Okay, I shattered bricks because
Jesus
I only
Christ,
had
you're the bum friend. You're the carry of your friends.
I only had enough to. But I mean, I had.
Are you eating? Don't even take you to eat after this.
No, I had my rent. But see, that's the thing. I had my rent.
It was just extra fees.
It was just those extra fees I was not prepared for. I had my rent.
Shocked.
I was shocked because I was just like, damn, y'all gonna really do me like this? Y'all know I'm going through.
Y'all know I'm going through some shit.
Y'all know I'm going through
And
some
now
shit.
y'all want all
and now
y'all
y'all want
money.
to text me. Now y'all want all y'all money. And now I feel like because I've been paying money orders all this time, they want to try to get me. But whatever. Nonetheless, bitches paid up. I'm so grateful. Thank you to everybody again who has been on this journey.
Why
with
you
me.
had a collection plate?
But you know, God is good. And it's funny because like I told myself that like I'm gonna start taking this video production stuff seriously, and I've been getting people hitting me up for that, and I'm trying to wait it out. I'm trying to be patient because Lord knows, you know, like I'm not trying to like rush the process, but I'm in the process right now. Like, I feel like I found my path and I know I found my path and my calling. It's just like that there's a lot
trying to make it your professional,
right,
your business.
Right. And luckily I've been blessed enough to not necessarily, I'm stressing, but I'm not, like, I'm at peace with my stress. If that makes sense. You know, because you can stress and be not at peace. But
So
I'm at peace.
You still sleep well at night, basically.
I'm sleeping well at night. God is good. You know, I still bartend on the side. I'm picking up shifts here and there. But for the most part, that's what I'm mostly focused on is that. And, you know, luckily, God is good. God bless me. And all I can just give all honor and praise to God. Thank you, Jesus.
Well, I'm happy you still have a place to stay.
I do.
I've
lived to see another month.
Hey, that shit, we halfway through it already?
Bitch, you damn near. And I'm praying. But God is good. You know, we're not going to stress it because, you know, what is an hour to God? An hour to God is a millisecond to us. So I'm not going to stress it. God is good. Jesus Christ, you got my back. I have faith of a mustard seed. I know you can move that mountain, Lord. I'm claiming it in the name of Jesus.
Know. That is what we do know.
That is what we do know, is that Jesus can move mountains.
Well, is that what's cool in the city? Paying rent?
That and damn it, I had it off the top of my head, but I fucking forgot. I just literally forgot it.
Okay.
Because I was so caught up in my
your testimony.
My testimony. So we're just gonna let that be my testimony today.
Okay. So paying rent is what's cool in the city.
Paying your rent when you're trying to be an entrepreneur is what's cool in the city, you know. Oh, I got it. So in the midst of my free time.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I've been watching a lot of documentaries. I'm just trying to get inspired because, you know, creating videos and stuff, you gotta stay inspired. And I watched the Lady Gaga documentary on Netflix. Guys, Lady Gaga, 5'2", Jesus. I mean, I didn't know Stephanie had that in her.
Want your better romance.
The album Joan, I wish I would have listened to it when it first came out because it probably would have saved me a whole year of crying over a nigga that I wasn't supposed to be crying over. Just the songs on there are so awesome. Like, and I guess maybe because watching the documentary and the production of this music and then like listening to the album, I was just like, yo, where the fuck was I in 2016?
I don't know where you was at in 2016, but I was a monster early on. I was with that poker face and shit. I was down. Listen, Lady Gaga, I was with you, girl.
Listen, no, but her whole shit was stripped down. I want you to get on Netflix either tonight or tomorrow and watch Lady Gaga's 5'2", and it was right, at least up right until the Super Bowl. So she's in the process of making her album, Joan. And when I was watching it, I was just like, man, let me fucking listen to this shit. So I went on Tidal and I listened to the album and I was like, yo.
Wow, you have a title that's luxury for somebody who...
Granted, it's not mine.
Oh, okay. That's luxury.
And that's one of the things of why I won't switch my phone is because I forgot the password to that Tidal account.
Oh, it's a nigga account.
It's a nigga's account.
Yeah. You can't ask him.
And I'm not going to ask him because he's going to be like, bitch! And he's going to change the password on me and I can't have that. So, I'm going to stay with this Samsung until the wheels fall off this bitch. Anyways, so I went on Tidal. And checked out the album, and when I say I have been listening to that album fucking nonstop. Joan is such a great album. It's like country mixed with pop, electric pop, mixed with ballads, mixed with a little bit of jazz and a little bit of this. It's just a great fucking album, and I can't believe that I missed it in 2016 because in 2017 that's when shit started fucking up, and I wish I would have known that album. It would have said to see me through 2017 because, I was going through it. But nonetheless, I think you guys, that's what's cool in the city. You guys, please go on Netflix, watch Lady Gaga, 5'2", and then go listen to Joan. If y'all are just music lovers and y'all, it's not like a like one of those like, what's the opposite of analog? Digital? Maybe. Okay. Whatever. It's not a digital. It's not one of those like digital things where it's like a synthesizer and like a pop type electric production. Oh, it's all like guitar and drums and piano. I like that kind of production in music. As I've gotten older, I like that kind of shit. Anyways, Joan is a fucking fantastic album. I want to say it's 2018 album of the year, even though it was 2016. Okay. I love it. I've been listening to it nonstop, and the documentary is awesome. Also, the Quincy Jones documentary on Netflix is really good. I did watch that. It's awesome as well. I've been really into watching people make music documentary type shit, and those by far are one of the best. So check it out, guys. Y'all go listen to it. Listen to Joan.
Listen, Quincy damn near 90, living the life of a 20-year-old. That nigga was jet setting. He had his girlfriend bitches down to the Thanksgiving.
And then he didn't even peak until he was in his 60s. Well, 50s, because he made Thriller in his 50s. So it's just like, even with that, it really kind of gave me some, because I'm thinking like, damn, I'm like 34, I'm fucking up, I ain't got no job, I'm doing this, I'm trying to get my shit together, I'm trying to do that, and Quincy Jones didn't even reach his fucking peak until he was in his 50s.
Ava DuVernay, who does Clean Sugar and did A Wrinkle in Time, she didn't touch a camera until she was like 35 or 40.
She was 33. She was 33 when she touched the camera.
Yeah, she said something like that on Twitter.
But she said she was still working a full-time job. For 5 years.
Honestly, most people do. I was reading about Shonda Rhimes, and that's Shonda Rhimes says if you're a writer, write something every day. And she still was working a full-time job. When you're trying to be an entrepreneur, and this is what people get being an entrepreneur or getting a creative fucked up. Y'all be thinking that y'all finna make a whole bunch of money tomorrow. When you're creative and when you're trying to be an entrepreneur, wherever that business is, you're going to work a job you hate, and you're going to work around the clock. Like, I just got off work and we taping this podcast. It's going to be stuff like that. Like, you're going to be up in the morning. If you're a writer, you're going to be up in the morning writing before you go to work to a job you hate. Yeah. And everybody I know this guy, he's super successful. He was working bullshit jobs before his business actually took off, and then worked 2-3 years into the job. Yeah.
So, needless to say, that really inspired me to really kind of push myself into like saying, hey, it's okay to be a bartender again.
I was just talking to Jesus at work today because I was like, Jesus, I thought we decided I wasn't going to bartend out of 2018.
Right.
Sir, it's October 8th.
And
I'm not sure where you're going with it, but I just want you to know, just in case, because I know you like to come on the 11th hour.
Right.
I know this about you.
Right.
And I don't know if y'all on specific time. Is it Central? Eastern? I'm just trying to figure out.
You're Central.
I'm Central.
Right.
So are you
Pacific,
Central?
Eastern.
Is there another? Is heaven on another clock?
Maybe European.
Yeah, like, are you a day behind us? Are you 2 days ahead of us? I'm just trying to figure out what time you're on, Jesus. When you get a chance, let me know.
Let me know.
Because I just want you to know it's October 8th. And this was random. I wasn't having a bad day at work.
Right. You just wanted to remind him. And you said, hey, Lord.
Yeah, I was just walking. It was just like, damn, it's October 8th. Jesus, I thought we talked last year.
I thought you didn't want me to do this no more.
That's what I thought. I thought we were in agreement that this wasn't good for me.
But apparently
you see fit.
You see fit. What else?
Can you at least send me why you see fit?
At least send me somebody that's going to at least
listen.
20%.
I need to know where. I just thought this October. I'm like these months. I know you like the 11th hour.
And I'm not complaining.
And I'm not saying you're not doing your job. I'm just
asking for a sign.
Just a small one.
A blink.
And actually not even a small one, because you know how I am, Jesus. I need a sign. Drop a cow from the sky to let me know what's up. That's me. I don't need a little note that says keep going, nigga. Drop a meteor in my kitchen.
Or a post that says, God got you.
Yeah, I don't need that.
Scrolling.
Yeah, because I don't know if that's you or if that's the person who's tweeting it. I don't know. But I just want to throw out again, it is October 8th. But
yeah. So that's what's cool in the city. Watch documentaries.
Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all what I've been watching on Netflix. Dancing Queen. It's this dance show in Mesquite, Texas.
Is that the pageant? Little kids?
It's not. They're dancers. They're not pageant.
Oh,
but it's like that. And them white parents be down to them dance studios giving them niggas the business. And I live for them. They be cussing everybody out behind them kids that's still not gonna go nowhere. I be watching these pageant shows like. And these like dance shows with these children, like, ma'am, your daughter's still gonna go to community college. Like, everybody, not like that, but it'd be like that. It'd be like, okay, so you're doing all this with these kids, right? Are they going to Juilliard? Like, I need to know, because most of the kids, like,
said they still going to community
college.
Like
a lot of them really don't be going nowhere. So just how involved these parents be taking me out, because it's like, y'all doing all this and that nigga still ain't going nowhere. But shout out to it's Dancing Queen or something like that. And like, it's ran by like this guy who does drag, and them mamas just be giving them people the business.
Hysterical.
And them mamas be trying it, because them mamas be fat as hell talking to their daughters about food and flexibility. Sis, you can't listen. I can't take advice from people who don't look like the advice they trying to give. And
bitch,
them kids are better than me. Just know, if you gonna give me advice about dance, I need you to dance.
And be good at it.
If you're gonna give me advice about what I need to eat to keep a dance figure, I need you to have a dance figure.
And be good at it. Again.
Listen, your hips folded. They need to be open. And I'm like looking at the mama like, you don't look like you dance.
Sis, you look like you sat on that couch.
Right. But Dancing Queen has been taking me out. But anyway, so this week, my Woman Crush Wednesday goes to Antoinette Marie Childs, also known as Toni Childs, who was played by Jill Marie Jones from Girlfriends.
My Girlfriends
was
there through thick and thin.
Top 3 shows that came on UPN at the time.
Amen.
Moesha's in that my top 3 as well. I used to love Moesha. But the reason Toni Childs is my Woman Crush Wednesday is because she was unapologetically herself the entire time, and she was a trash ass person, and she just didn't care. And you guys was gonna have to deal with it. She was a terrible friend. Them niggas still liked her.
She was a real estate agent.
She was a real estate agent, but she was a terrible friend, and she was unapologetically herself. And, even when you trash, just openly be trash, and people still love you. And that's what Toni taught me. We meet a young Toni. Her best friend's Joan. Joan
Carol Clayton.
Joan has an assistant named Maya. Their college friend is Lynn. They link up. Now the reason I like Toni immediately is because Toni knew she was a bad bitch and she was out for niggas' money. I too aspire to be a bad bitch after niggas' money. So immediately when I was like, I think Girlfriends Might have came on, started like when I was in middle school or maybe going into high school. Immediately
06?
Girlfriends started no damn 06.
When did it start?
2006, I was in college. Girlfriends started probably maybe 2000. Because 2006, I was in college. I can tell you right now.
I started watching Girlfriends in 2000.
Wow, you missed a lot. 2000, yes. Because it was UPN before UPN turned to CW. So we meet a Toni Childs. She knew she was a bad bitch and she was getting all these niggas money. She was just an asshole friend to like Joan. Like she was super into herself, self-absorbed. She really didn't care about anybody else's feelings. She couldn't stand Maya. But the crazy part about her not liking Maya, out of all the girlfriends, her and Maya were the most alike. Like it's the episode with Terry Vaughn, and Terry Vaughn was like getting free cable or something, and Joan was acting like, oh my God, it's so illegal to get free cable, but here comes Toni with her checkbook trying to get the hookup. And when they got into the fight outside the club, Toni related to Maya because Maya threw down with her versus Joan and Lynn, who kind of like backed away from the fight. So Toni and Maya were like more like, even though she couldn't stand, I think she couldn't stand Maya because Maya was essentially her in a sense, because Toni had came from like a country bumpkin family or whatever. Yeah. But anyways, the fact that she was such a trash friend, she didn't deserve nobody. But because she was so open about being a trash friend, and she often said, like, not I'm a trash friend, but often said, like, you know how I am, they really excused her behavior for majority of that damn show up until, she
got married.
Not even when she got married. What happened was Joan made that mistake, and then that's when Toni tried to sleep with Joan man, and then they fell out, and that was like the first time Joan was like, you a terrible fucking person. She was just a shit show anyway. She never called that boy Jabari, never called Maya's son Jabari. She called him everything, Djibouti, Jumanji, everything that was not his name. She was just so self-absorbed, and then at the end of the day, that bitch still won. And so, just be unapologetically yourself, because that's,
even if you are a trash ass
even
person.
if you're, just let people know you're a trash ass person. They might love you anyway. Even though it was funny when she got with Todd, and Todd low-key didn't have money, but then he ended up getting money, so it still was a win for her.
Yeah.
But, and what Girlfriends taught me too is, with Toni and Joan, especially Toni, is you teach people how to treat you. And the fact that Joan let Toni get away with so much stuff, Toni had no respect for her and did the most. But it was later around that, I can't remember what season it was, but like Donnie McClurkin came and sung We Fall Down, But We Get Up.
Yeah.
Whatever season episode that was like around the time where Joan really started setting boundaries for Toni. And that was like the first time I realized, like, damn, you really do, like everybody, your parents, your siblings, your family, your friends, you really teach people how to treat you. Because Toni was running amok on Joan, and she knew she was.
Yeah.
So shout out to Jill Marie Jones, even though I'm still mad that you left Girlfriends the way you did, but she said she left Girlfriends because she wanted to do movies.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. All right.
She left Girlfriends because she wanted. Because originally I heard that it was about the money, but then I just read an interview when I was looking Girlfriends up. I read an interview and she said she wanted to,
she be a movie actress.
She wanted to be a movie actress. Right. That's respectable.
Natural.
Yeah, and I get her. So we're just gonna shift on over that.
Congrats.
I don't really know no movies, but
God bless.
But Jill Marie Jones, Toni Childs, that's it. That was it.
Girlfriend.
That was it.
There to think and
so
think.
Anyway, so did you watch the Braxtons Fix My Life?
I did. Yeah, I really love Iyanla. I really do. She has that. Okay, now tell me the ugliest part of what you're feeling. That's
Iyanla is good TV.
She's really great.
Iyanla and her twist are good TV.
She is a good time, and then I just really hated I felt like they all needed that shit, but I also felt bad because it's just like, damn. And I could see it, like, you know, like I've really been watching Iyanla Fix My Life, like all the episodes, and I've really been learning these mental patterns, and to see her break down this family the way she broke them down was just like, yo, that's deep. The way she had Evelyn and the dad kind of like, this is where they get their communication from, because y'all don't communicate. And the way Evelyn was so checked out in the beginning part. And I was just like, damn.
But you know, even though the thing about the Braxtons needed therapy, they didn't need a reality TV show. Let's just start there.
I agree.
They wanted to be famous.
Yeah.
More so, Tamar wanted to be famous so bad. It's like y'all were willing to put y'all family on Jump Street, and you can't fake the funk years and years later.
Right.
Because when that show first started, they made it seem like Michael Braxton cheated on their mama and married their mistress.
Right.
And then in this session, it's like, oh, they talked about divorce when we were kids multiple times.
Right.
Oh, no, they talked about divorce again when we was in middle school.
Right.
Oh, no, they talked about divorce
they said it
3 or 4 more times when we was in high school. So you knew your parents was unhappy. Not saying that Michael should have been cheating on her, but something about Evelyn doesn't seem like Evelyn was a nice person to come home to.
When Iyanla said Tamar was
the physical
manifestation of Evelyn, because Evelyn was, you know, is very reserved, whatever. And when she said how Tamar acts was the physical manifestation of hers, and I was like, damn.
No, because honestly,
that's deep.
It was a few seasons ago. I was like watching Evelyn, and I was just like, Evelyn is like the quintessential black mother from back in the day who used Jesus and the church and what I say goes mentality to the extent. And so, and you can tell because even when it's like nobody can say what she's saying is wrong. And I never liked that type of parenting. But then that's that it kind of reminds me how, like, Evelyn will be the age of my grandma. So it kind of reminds me of that old school, what I say goes, do as I say, not as I do, and you better not talk back and have an opinion. And that's just way too much. And just the simple fact that they really played that daddy like that daddy really just up and cheated on their mama real random and got married when your parents weren't happy for a very long time.
Yeah.
And y'all knew y'all parents weren't happy for a very long time. Yeah. Y'all probably could feel that tension around the house because they were like, I remember one episode, it was like, we never seen our parents argue. And it's like, now it's all coming out like, so you knew your parents had problems.
Yeah.
So y'all should actually be happy that y'all daddy was able, even though it was terrible that, you know, that affair was so long. But it sounds like your dad stayed in the house because y'all were in the house.
Right.
And that's unfortunate too, because that shouldn't be a reason to stay in a marriage. The kids shouldn't be the reason.
Right.
Because your mama probably would have had a better chance of being happy, and your daddy could have been happier sooner if y'all just would have broke up. And everybody just lived separate lives. And just the fact that even like Evelyn still just won't admit that she love that nigga is just weird to me. It's like, girl, you love that nigga. Like, you are way too hurt still to not have no feelings for him. Like, it's obvious. Like, you don't even want to be in the same room with him. And then it came out. I remember when I realized that divorce was like over a decade ago. I'm like, wait, I thought this shit happened right before the show started taping. It was like, no, it was over a decade ago.
Yeah, it happened when they were like young.
Not young. They were still, they were in their 20s. But it was like 10, 15 years ago from that divorce to right now. But when the show first aired,
they made it seem like it was yesterday.
But the way Evelyn reacted to him, when you spread it low and lay it wide and all that she did, it was like, oh, okay, so they must have just got a divorce like last year or 2 years ago. And then it's like, oh no.
But it makes so much sense because she still had a lot of anger towards him. And
she don't seem like she was very nice to come home to, though.
Again, I personally feel like she had so much built up resentment in that she's the type of person that would hold it in and wouldn't say anything. She would just let it build, and then like you know how like Tamar acted out, or how she acts out in the manner that she does. I felt like that was her like, okay, well, she's letting that energy out.
But even it just don't seem like she was a nice person to come home to from jump. Like I don't think it was because he was cheating on her. It just seems like she probably was a control freak. And like even when Toni told that story about how when she was in college, her mom made her come home and wash dishes. It was just like on her dish night. I just thought that was weird. It was like, wait, you all the way in college and your mama making you come home and wash dishes on your dish night, nigga? What? But that's like on your dish night, nigga, you in college. But I think Evelyn has like control issues, and just even when she was just like they're trying to rip up this family, we're the Braxtons. It's like, no, Evelyn, you're actually not a Braxton.
Yeah,
that nigga's wife is a Braxton. You keep saying it as if you have ownership of the Braxton name. That is not your ownership. That's that man's name, and that man remarried, so that's him and his wife name. So like it's just, I don't know, it was just really weird. I stand Toni Braxton, the legend Toni Braxton, for saying that she don't like them niggas.
Yes, that's real shit.
Toni been not liking them niggas.
That's real shit.
What really got me though was after the fact that Toni said she didn't like them, and then Iyanla tried to cut her off. Toni kept saying like everyone, everybody, you, anybody in this room, anybody with the last name Braxton, all you bitches. And then for like Trina to double back in her confessional was like, well, I don't think Toni meant it because, you know, it's just the way our sistership is right now. It's like, no, she meant that shit. She don't fuck. She really, and she
don't fuck with y'all.
Honestly,
she said it in. She said it when.
Be all friends.
First of all, she said it in the 1-on-1 that if it wasn't for her sisters, that she would be more than where she was.
I just think her like people, because I was reading some comments and people were talking about Toni's bankruptcy, and I was just like, I think the issue with Toni had a terrible deal anyway, and she's not the only person that went bankrupt on LaFace or in the 90s anyway. But I think too, a bit of that resentment probably came from if you go bankrupt and you've loaned your family money, because let's be clear, her sisters were working for her, which means they got a check. Her mama was in her pockets. Her daddy probably was in her pockets. You go bankrupt and nobody can help you. That would have me feeling away too. I done did all this shit, but nobody
can save me.
I done put all these niggas on the map. Like at the end of the day, they toured with her. Tamar wrote on them albums. They sung background. They have Braxton family values because of her. Right. They were not going to give them a show if Toni was not going to be involved. That's how Toni got involved in the first place. So it must be a lot to carry, because your mama want to act like she run the family, but in reality,
she don't.
Toni is the person who run that family, because Toni was the person who always had the money and who had the access.
Right.
And even now, it's like I was reading an article and they were like, do you think Braxton family values messed up Toni's legacy? Because we know too much.
I don't think it
messed up her legacy. I would have liked to not know her family though, if we're being honest. Mm-hmm. Like I would have been okay with just thinking Toni was the only child like I was before the show came out. Like it wasn't until the show came and then I vaguely remember the group, the Braxtons. I was like, oh yeah, they did have a group called the Braxtons in the 90s. But it's just that show isn't putting anybody in that family in a good light.
I think it's just a shame how like that kind of, you have that much turmoil in your family already, and then you put it in the spotlight, and it magnifies it.
They thought they were going to control. They thought they were going to control the narrative,
but you can't control the narrative, especially when you have drama, and it's like,
and you got production,
and then you have the production that is like, oh shit, we got action. We finna get this shit, and they chopping it up to like, no, like.
You can't, and then they don't want to say Fame fucked it up, but Fame fucked it up too.
Yeah.
A lot of those Braxton sisters, with the exception of Toni, because she was hella famous before that show, a lot of them Braxton sisters, well, mostly Tamar, couldn't handle Fame either.
Yeah.
So, and it's obvious. Yeah. Because it was an era. I watched Braxton Family Values from the beginning. Around season 3.
When she was trying to teach Tracy, they were in that dance. They would teach, Tamar was teaching the girls how to dance. And she said, you want to be a star? I
don't even mind that. I was fine with that. But it was after that season, or the end of that season.
Season 3. So that was season 2.
So the end of season 2, when they were doing like a show in New York.
Yeah.
And her and Tawana got into it. That's kind of when Tamar kind of got unbearable on that show. It was like 2 or 3 seasons where Tamar really just genuinely was unbearable. And I was just like, why y'all still talk to her? And I think the problem with the Braxtons, they want to be friends when they can just be sisters. And people don't being sisters is just okay. Y'all don't have to be best friends. Y'all don't have to. I mean, it's nice if y'all are, but if y'all just aren't, y'all just aren't.
Yeah.
And I think Tony's saying we wouldn't be friends. That's fine. That is okay. You and that's probably the truth. You probably wouldn't choose to kick it with them. I know you wouldn't. Tony all low key and chilling. So I just think like hopefully, I mean, like I said, they could have been pulled that show. I just want to see Tony and Birdman get married. I guess WeTV not trying to give me that. But they can go ahead and pull the show because I would rather for them to work with their issues off camera. Because at this point, it's not even, it was like entertaining to watch, but it was like entertaining, like a train wreck entertaining. The show isn't like fun and cute and quirky. It's just...
It's a train wreck.
It's a train wreck. And, you know...
And you're slowly watching everybody.
And I like Tony too much. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
And the thing too, and I need people to understand, everybody keeps saying Tracy's the wannabe. Tracy's actually more popular than Tawanda though.
Yeah.
Like, Tracy has more followers than Tawanda.
Tracy has a radio show.
I never heard nobody say they didn't like Tracy.
I like Tracy.
Yeah,
I felt bad for her because, you know, she tried to do her thing and the way they
But you know what
her.
was funny? To watch the fact that Tony was just like, well, I want a part of that because I was shooting my movie. And then you got Trina who was just like, okay, I was mad, but then I really didn't care. So it's like, y'all letting Tamar and Tawanda dictate this whole thing when Tamar wasn't even taping this show last season. Tamar did not a confessional.
I really didn't like the way Tamar, when she was doing, it was like the season before, and Tracy went to go visit her on Tamar on set.
Oh, and she drove off?
And she drove off.
Yeah, and I
was just like, oh my God.
I don't like the fact that Tamar is like, did that. I don't do WeTV. I don't do them. First of all, WeTV is actually your boss. They cut your check. What the fuck? And number two, you didn't have a problem with WeTV when they was giving you Tamar and Vance. You didn't mind when, well, all of a sudden WeTV is a problem. WeTV wasn't a problem just a couple of short years ago.
When Iyanla called her out, and then she was just like, what time did you show up? Call time was 11:30.
And she lied about that.
And then she was just, and Iyanla was like, well, what time did you show up? And she was like, I don't remember. And then them shady ass producers
like
30, 45. I was like, God, dog.
But the problem too with Iyanla was she went on this Iyanla train ride, making it seem like Iyanla did like a terrible job, and my family didn't need Iyanla. And then for the show to air, and it wasn't bad like that.
No, it wasn't.
And then for her to be like, they gave me a late call time. I'm thinking like they set her up, and then it was like, okay, your call time was 1:30, but you did still show up at 3:45.
Yeah, you still showed up late. Look, you still showed up late.
Like you did.
Late as fuck.
Late as fuck. And I feel like y'all are like, listen, I don't have time for this.
Even if it was 11:30 and it got pushed back to 1:30, you still showed up at late. 3:45.
It was just that. It just the way when Tracy was trying to talk, how Tamar, just her body language.
Yes,
and it's
that
like,
whole snapping of her neck.
It's like you
it's
grown.
like, sis,
You're grown.
It's not that necessary.
I'm not your sis. I'm 2 years younger than your mother. Iyanla was ready.
Bitch, when I hollered.
I am not your sis.
I hollered.
I'm not your sister.
When she said that to you.
But no, like the body language was very adolescent. It was very.
It was just not a good look for her.
Yeah, it was.
And it's almost made me feel like, damn, she's either really going through something, or she's really entitled. Like, she's like a spoiled, entitled person.
And even the thing is, even at the end of the show, when she tried to do her whole apologies, I couldn't take her seriously because she does that ridiculous cry all the time.
Yeah.
And it's with no tears.
Made me feel uncomfortable.
And I was just like watching it like, and I kind of felt like all the people at the table kind of was just like, okay. So, you know, good luck to the Braxtons. I stand the legend. It was just Toni Braxton's 51st birthday.
She doesn't look a day over 35.
Bitch, legend. Let's talk about selfish, legend. Let's talk about hands tied. Let's talk about in the late of night, bitch. Let's talk about midnight. Let's talk about I care for you. Let's talk about come over, bitch. Come on, legend. You gave bops on top of bops on top of bops. If you do nothing else, legend Toni Braxton, you don't owe me shit.
But a bop.
But you don't owe me nothing. You can retire right now. You don't owe me nothing. Because I listened to Secrets the other day. From Come Over to In the Late of Night. Still goes. I ain't skipped. Now they track. Get your life. And I didn't skip on Break My Heart. And usually I do skip on Break My Heart because they played that out in 97. But, girl,
I usually skip over How Could an Angel Break My Heart.
I heard he sang
that song
lullaby.
always makes me fucking cry.
Listen.
But, anyways.
That you let that nigga try you in that video for that white girl? Listen, one day we need to discuss Toni Braxton videos and How Could an Angel Break My Heart needs to be the first because that man wasn't even cute. And then he played you for that white girl. Toni.
Shit.
Toni Z. Braxton. Toni, you deserve better, sis. I am not your sis. But yeah, so.
I am 2 years younger than
your mother. But I love Toni.
Oh, Iyanla Van Zandt. She got a whole YouTube. I fucks with Iyanla, man. That bitch is getting it.
Let me tell y'all.
She is
if y'all really want to,
she is saving some lives out there, boy.
If y'all ever really
that is therapy.
If y'all ever really want to get y'all lives,
Iyanla.
I'm gonna tell you what y'all need to do. Google Oprah and Iyanla 2-day episode. It's after Iyanla and Oprah fell out back in the day. So it had been years and years since they had talked. On Oprah's last season, she had Iyanla on the show, but the shit was so good they made it 2 days. So she had Iyanla on the show for 2 days. Google that shit. Iyanla and Oprah going back and forth. I will not accept that. I will not. Oprah was dogging the shit out of Iyanla. How is this girl trying to tell Oprah her feelings and Oprah told the girl she ain't gonna accept it? Girl, Google that. Iyanla and Oprah 2-day, that 2-day spectacle was everything. That was, Oprah told that bitch I would not accept that. Like, girl, I'm trying to tell you my feelings and you won't accept them? Oprah's stupid. But anyways, so this week we're recovering from jealousy. I'm jealous.
Little green seed monster.
Have you ever been? Well, I have a definition. So jealous is feeling or showing envy of someone or their achievements and advantages. Jealousy, thoughts of feelings, insecurity, fear, concern, or envy over status. So have you ever been jealous?
Jealous. Maybe when I was younger. Not so much now. Definitely when I was younger. Because I was just more so insecure about myself. And I wasn't confident in myself. And, because I was always different. So I didn't understand why people gravitated towards somebody else and not me. Or they didn't pick me. So I would always wonder why they picked somebody else over me. So there was a little sense of jealousy. I was jealous of my brothers when I was younger.
Why your brothers?
Because I felt like my parents, both my mom and my dad, I felt like they're their favorite child. Now, well, as I'm older now, I feel like I think that my mom does favor my brothers more than she favors me. And I think, and as I talk to my friends that are kind of like in the same situation, I think that moms favor boys more than they favor their girls.
Oh shit! I don't have that problem. Thank you, mother.
Well, I'm just saying I feel like that, and just because of how what I was taught, and then what I see my brothers were. When I look back and I see what my brothers were taught,
maybe you was just taught different because you was a girl.
Again, I was taught you need to be independent. You don't need this. You don't need that. You don't need no man. You don't need this.
But I think that's what a lot of people teach black girls anyway.
But my brothers, it's just like, what do you need? I'll help you. What do you need? You need college paid for? Here you go. You need this paid for? There you go.
I thought you didn't want to go to college. One day off from
I did want to go to college.
I thought you said you didn't want to go, and that's why you and your mama got into it.
No, I didn't want to go to nursing school. I didn't want to be a nurse.
Oh, then why you just didn't go to college?
Because I didn't want to be a nurse. She wasn't going to pay for school unless I went for what she wanted me to go for. And I didn't want that. So that's one of the reasons why I left, was because she was just like, you don't want to do it my way, you can get out. And, my brothers, they chose to kind of follow the rules and follow the guidelines. But I felt like, I was not forced, but I felt like I was kind of molded into this, like, you can't depend on nobody. This is how it's going to be for you, and this is what it is. But, with my brothers, it's kind of like, it's almost like a...
Coddled.
Me
and my friend had a conversation about, like, Black parents and, like, how they raise females and males. And she had said that, too, about just in general that they kind of... that Black parents tend to raise Black girls to be these strong, independent women, don't need no man. And then they get around Black boys, and maybe because they feel like the world is so tough on Black men, that they coddle them because the world is already going to, like, I guess in their mind, going to knock them down.
Absolutely. And I'm not knocking my brother. I love my brother.
I mean, no, I think that might be like an issue across the board.
There's nothing, but I do feel like my brothers are coddled. Like my mother loves my brothers.
But are they being coddled because they actually follow the rules too? Because I mean, I've had a similar situation like that with siblings, and well, not your situation. My mom is very, if you listen to her, you stay on the right side of the fence. Right. You get the shit you need and the shit you want.
Right.
Me and my younger brother were very, especially me for sure. It was just certain shit I knew I didn't want to do. And it's just certain shit I knew I wanted. And I knew the way to get it was,
get what you needed.
Yeah, if it meant XYZ to appease my mom, that's what the fuck happened, because I was living a good life. I wasn't paying car insurance and car notes. I ain't paid for my rent. Yeah. I didn't know nothing about no bills. My mama paid my bills up until I was like 23, 24. Now, probably 24. And so I didn't have those issues. Now, what happened with my older brother is he sometimes, like, he didn't want to listen to nobody. Yeah. So my mama would tell me, like, stop, charging your credit card for McDonald's. I would stop charging a car, or call me before you charge the car for some new shoes in the mall. I would call her, and she probably would say yeah, but it was the fact that she wanted me to call.
Yeah.
My older brother was like, I don't want to call you. I'm tired of calling you and calling. I'm grown. I'm not calling. And then my mom's like, okay, well then you take on the bill. And that's how he ended up taking on the bill. Versus me, who was just like, what do you need me to do, ma'am? Cool. Yes, massa. Whatever you need for me to do so I can keep these coins and keep this life.
Keep it coming in.
Whatever
keep that money rolling.
And it happened too, where my mom and my little brother did something with his cell phone. And my older brother was like, well, you know how to get mama out your business. You get your own cell phone. And my mom was like, listen to him if you want to, and be out here paying your own bill. You don't want to pay your own bill. And that really was the bottom line. Like, so for me, it was just like, sometimes I think you get coddled because you play the right position.
True.
Granted, my mom would tell you in a minute, I'm probably her wild card, and I'm the one who always tends to be in trouble and need the most help because I'm ridiculous. But when it came to, I want, a car that I don't have to pay for, what do I have to do to keep this car in my possession? Yeah. I played the role for it because I knew what I wanted. I knew how to play the game well enough to get, the shit coming my way.
Yeah.
So maybe, and I think that's sometimes why certain people get caught up. My little brother is still very much so caught up on my mom, to the point the other day she was just like, where did I go wrong? I'm like, wait, what? But in a sense that she kind of felt like, he was a baby. Yeah, he was a baby as well.
So, even with my little brother, like when he stayed with me for the summer, I mean, my mom and his dad, we have different dads. My mom and his dad called him literally every fucking couple hours. And we would joke because we would like be watching TV or something and his phone would ring and I'd be like, that's mom. That's your dad. And he'd be looking at me like, yeah. And I'm just like, no, I don't want you calling me every fucking hour, like to check on me to say, are you okay? That's what they did.
You don't want that.
I did. I don't want that. But my little brother is super coddled, like super, like, he doesn't. And then when I asked him, I was just like, yo, what bills do you pay? He said, I don't pay for nothing. I was like, calm down. And it hit me in my chest because I was just like, oh my God. You're 22 years old. And you don't pay for shit.
Shit, I was 22. I ain't paid for shit either.
Like, I was stressing at 22. Like, literally stressing. But then, you know, and I guess that's probably, like, I was a little, like, again, that came in with a little bit with that jealousy, because it's just like, I want to be me. I want to be me. And I want my parents to accept me for me, but I still want to be treated the same as, like, my brothers. And I never got that. And that was kind of like that little bit of jealousy between both of them. But then I realized, you know, like, hey, their successes is my successes. Like, if they win, I win. I'm not going to be, like, I just had to accept life for what it was. Like, I'm not going to be spoiled by my parents. I've never been spoiled by my parents. I've always had to work for every fucking thing that I've had. And that's just what it was. Like, I never, like, even when I had a car, my grandpa gave me his old car. He took it back because I wouldn't listen to what I didn't go, like, his plan for my life, I did not follow. So he took his car back. And he thought that would stop me, but it didn't. But, you know, but they coddled my brothers. They gave my brothers everything. And my brothers, they are the best. Even now.
But they play by the rules.
Even now.
It's smart.
Even fucking now.
If you don't have a rebellious spirit, it's better to
and I do. And I have a very rebellious
And sometimes
spirit.
I had to stop. One thing I did love about, like, me and my mom's relationship is I actually still kind of feared my mom, because there was a bunch of times I wanted to quit school. It was a bunch, and my mom's like, no, you're not quitting school. And it's some people who would have been like, well, I'm quitting school, so I'm about to just make life hard on me. Sometimes I think with a rebellious spirit that you need to sit down and think that sometimes maybe it's the best fucking interest. But you get so caught in proving wrong and being right and I'm going to do it anyway that you fuck yourself in the end. So I'm just and I have a friend who was like that, who just went against everything her mom said just to do it. And shit ain't turning out the way it's supposed to turn out. And I'm genuinely grateful that even though I am very rebellious and I can stick to what I want to stick to, it's something about me and my mom's relationship that I always knew she had the best interest for me, even when I didn't see it for myself, which stopped me from going off the wire all the way around. Yeah. That's how I was able to graduate from FAMU. That's how I was able to get the master's degree. That's how I was able to even this podcast and everything else I'm doing. It was just, sometimes I think rebellion sets you apart from everybody. It does. And it makes your life harder than it comes across. And some people just don't know how to, like,
it is a double-edged sword. Yeah. No, it's definitely.
I'm gonna do it my way, but you gotta die by that same sword too.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword because, you know, on the flip side, you know, I didn't feel like my mom knew, like, what she was telling me about life. I didn't feel she ever experienced. She was basically projecting her fear onto me. So that's why I was just like, I can't listen to you because what I feel is completely different than what you're telling me. Like, I can't listen to you and stay in Corpus. I'm not a fucking, like, I always felt like a big fish in a small pond. I could never have stayed there. And her thing was, you have to stay here. You need to stay here. Like, this is your home. You can't, like, what are you going to do in Houston? You can't survive in Houston by yourself. When in actuality, I can. Mm-hmm. Now, granted, it's going to be a little hard, but, you know, I can survive. But, you know, and I have. And, but, you know, my mother was like the complete opposite of me. Like, she was scared. Like, she didn't leave her parents because her parents told her the world was scary. I thought otherwise. Unfortunately, I got that part from my dad. Like, whatever. And my brothers, they didn't get that. They were like, you know, the world is scary. Cool, I'll stay in Corpus.
Yeah. I mean, I never had, like, sibling jealousy. because my mom did a really
did.
My mom did a really good job of keeping us all. Well, maybe somebody else, maybe one of my brothers felt that way, but for me, I didn't feel no type of way. I was the only girl.
She was chilling. You was chilling.
I mean, everybody was chilling. All of us was chilling. It wasn't just me. All these niggas was chilling. And yeah, we all was chilling. I don't think nobody was more spoiled than the next person. I think everybody equally. If anybody got more than the next person, it was probably because somebody was fucking up. Like, I know my mom, like, took my car away from me when I was in college. But then, granted, I ran it in a ditch. So, I mean, well deserved. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, I didn't have a sibling thing. I've been on both sides of the fence of, like, friendship jealousy. Mm-hmm. I had a person who was jealous of me. And then I've been jealous of friends. But like you said, for me, in, like, not recent, like, in the last year or two, but, like, in my post-college adult years, I've been jealous of people because I was just insecure about myself. Mm-hmm. So I think because people want to tell you that jealousy is a weak emotion and blah, blah, blah. You shouldn't be jealous. But honestly,
it's a natural thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. Has something that you desire,
I do, like, it just as quickly as you can get upset or mad or whatever, you can get jealous. Yeah. But I think it's all on the way of how you handle your jealousy. Don't go Joan on a bitch and try to ruin your best friend's way. Yeah. Like, don't Joan the situation. But like, for me, especially like, because I knew I didn't want to work a 9 to 5. That I knew that all my life. And then now, 2 degrees in, and all, like, my classmates and my mom, friends, my mom knows the friends I had in high school and stuff. They're all Facebook friends now. And now they're in corporate America and working these great jobs, and they're getting the husband, and now they're starting to have the kids. And, here's Ebony just, bartending, trying to figure it out in Houston. And, like, every time somebody did something when it came to, like, marriage or, like, work, it wasn't like a full out was like, it ruined my day, but it was like a feeling I got for a second. And I was excited, like, congratulations, I'm happy. But right behind that, my initial emotion is, oh my God, that's so great, congratulations. And then right after I say that, the next thought is, well, what about me? And then it's like, I get that feeling of, like, jealousy and envy. And it's like, well, why not me? But then I came to the conclusion, like, instead of saying, why not me, I started flipping it to, how do I make it me? And the thing was, I was saying, why not me, the shit I didn't want. I didn't want a husband and kids at the time. I don't know if I want kids right now. I was saying it to jobs I didn't want. I don't want to work a 9 to 5, but here I am trying to be jealous of a job that I don't even fucking want. Yeah. So at the end of the day, it was more about my insecurities about where I was in my life at the time. So once I kind of figured that out, I kind of eliminated, like, that type of feeling of, like, jealousy on friends. And then I had a friend who was jealous of me, and I should have known that bitch was going to be a hater, because I met her when I was in daycare, and the bitch was pinching me. I'm dead ass. So I meet the chick, we're in daycare, and she's pinching me. And I was scared of her, so I tell my mom. And my mom was like, somebody picture my child at this daycare, and go into her whole essence of how my mama can be. And so she ends up figuring out that the lady works at her job. So she basically, like, low-key confronts the lady about her child pinching me. So they end up becoming friends because she was a single mom, my mom was a single mom, and me and her daughter were the same age. So inadvertently, me and the girl became friends. But I should have known that bitch was going to be shady because we met because she was pinching me. Fast forward, like, 15 years later, we're in high school. And she did, like, a lot of little slick shit. Because this is why I don't do frenemies, too. She did a lot of slick shit. But in my mind, because we had been friends for so long and our families were friends, she wouldn't really try me. Mm-hmm. So I think I told this story before. But fast forward, we're in high school. And, like, we were dating, like, these guys that went to, like, our rival school. And so I remember the guy's mom, I was at a basketball game, and she was like, that little girl that you hang with that you think is your friend, she not your friend. She be calling my house every night, talking to my son. Mind you, I'm the one going with her son. I'm like, huh? Like, what you mean? She calling every night. But, I'm not really thinking nothing of it. And so then, I think, like, maybe a month later, I seen her at, like, a football game. And she's like, Ebony, I keep trying to tell you that little girl not your friend. And I'm just like, I mean, we've been friends since daycare. Like, what do you mean? We're friends. Like, people think we're cousins. We're friends. So, and at this time, her curfew, so we're in our senior year. I think my curfew might have been like 12 or 12:30. Her curfew was like 11:30 or some shit. Her shit was like 45 minutes to an hour before mine was. So I was on with the car. So I used to pick her up and we used to go to the party. But her curfew was so early that about time I got her home, I didn't have time to go back to the party. I had to just go home. So I'm doing all this shit my senior year for her because we're friends. We're besties. Then this rumor comes out that I got that fire. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Like, what y'all mean? Like, I'm confused. I'm not up on the terms. I'm thinking fire is a good thing. Juvenile got a song out called Fire or Oscar Mayer. And, fire sounds good to me. What do you mean? Aaliyah was hot like fire. What do you mean I got that fire? Fire sounds like a good thing to have. It wasn't. It was AIDS. So I'm throwing a skip party. It was like a senior year. So God, Jesus, my mom was real cool. My mom let me throw a skip party. So we all at the skip party at my house. And I find out the person who started the rumor was actually her. And the thing was, she told the guy I was dating. So the guy she had been calling and his mama was like, I don't trust that little girl. She called his house and told his best friend, because they were all like at his house. His best friend couldn't stand me. So she tells the best friend. The best friend don't like me, so they go and tell everybody I got AIDS. And it's true because my quote unquote cousin, the one who spends the night at my house and all that, is the one who said it.
Taking your medicine.
Yeah, I was definitely taking like 30 pills in the morning. So it comes out that it's her. And then it comes back out like she definitely was jealous of you. She was, she wanted what you had. And it's like, I don't have shit. And the funny part about that shit, and I said it's your own insecurity, at that time, I was so insecure about myself. Like, I had all the cool kid clothes, and my hair got done every 2 weeks, and my mom was like a cool mom, so I used to like throw parties and stuff. And I had a car. I had all like the trimmings of a good 16, 17, 18-year-old. It was great. I mean, I don't have no complaints. I had the earrings and all the trendy shit. But I really was like, I was tall, I was skinny, I didn't think I still don't think I look like my mom, but everybody was like, your mom's so pretty. I didn't feel like I looked like her. So if I don't look like that, then I must be ugly. And it was just being like an adolescent that was insecure. So that's why I say jealousy is like a thing within you, because I had a person who was jealous of me and I literally had the worst self-esteem ever. Like, I literally was just like not sure of myself by any means.
Yeah.
And here you go hating on me and being jealous of me when I ain't got shit. So it really is just like this internal thing. And I think people need to start, instead of why not me, how do I get it should be the question. Not why not you, because it could be you. It will be you if you want it. So, how do I make it me? But I haven't, and then jealousy and relationships are terrible. So that's why I can't be going back to Cheetos.
Yeah, I don't do jealousy.
I can't. I dated a lot of popping kids, I dated a couple of athletes,
I don't do jealousy in relationships. I feel like now it's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, if you want to date, I had some guy and I knew what he was trying to do. He was trying to provoke jealousy in me to make me, I feel like he wanted me to be jealous to make me like him more, I guess. But he would
anybody got time for them games.
But he would always tell me how much like girls would hit on him, and I'd just be like, why are you telling me this?
I've been a jealous girlfriend. It's draining. It's draining.
I don't have to, like, if a bitch wants you and a bitch can get you, then you're not mine.
Listen.
You're not mine. You're not mine. Therefore, I don't want you.
Listen.
Like, a bitch can have you. I'm not finna fight over you. I'm not finna do any of that. Because if a bitch can easily say something to you and get your attention and then you run with it, you weren't mine in the beginning.
I don't do, like, I haven't been in a situation lately, thank God, but I've been the jealous girlfriend by default and by force a bit. Like when you can't be dating niggas who just ain't shit. Like I just can't be like, for me now, because I've been in that space where every time a nigga say hey to somebody, I'm about to break my fucking neck trying to, how you know her?
I ain't finna do that.
How you know her?
I ain't finna do that.
I did that in my, I've been in a space like that. I was in that space for like a few years. I dated this guy. He went pro. He was in LA, and even before like that, he was like the cool kid, and it was a mess. Like looking back, it was the best. It was the best of times, and it was the worst of times. And I had a really great time. You know, shout out to that guy. And it was some terrible times. Fuck that nigga on that part. But when you be dating, I would tell anybody, don't have nobody out here being the jealous girlfriend. It's just draining. It's draining.
Way too much.
To figure out who he talking to, his cell phone beep, you damn near about to break your neck trying to see who texting the phone, his cell phone go off, you trying to see who calling. It's just a whole lot of work.
That's
so
way too much.
You know, jealous girl, and some of y'all are just jealous by default because niggas played you, so it plays on your insecurities, because being jealous ain't nothing really but your insecurities come into play. But that's why I say, if you can't deal with somebody cheating on you, don't go back. It's not worth it. Because your jealousy is literally your insecurities getting the best of you even more than what they were getting the best of you at.
And so, if they try to make you jealous, like, you should know.
Don't do that. That's just game.
Like, that's this game. Like, they want, that is a power, that is control. They want to control your emotions. So they're going to try to make you jealous. They're going to try to, like, talk to other girls in front of you. I had an ex that tried to do that, but it never fazed me because I'm just like, you can't do better than me, nigga. Like, you just cannot do better than me. You'll never find a bitch that's gonna love you more than I love you. You will never find a bitch that's gonna cook for you. You will never find, well, you can find a bitch that can cook for you, but you're never gonna find a bitch that's gonna genuinely love you when you don't have shit, when you selling weed at your little apartment. And as you grow, like, this nigga to this day will call me and be like, man, you the only one. I know I'm the only one. I know I'm the only one that fucked with you when you ain't had shit. When you was living over there in 3rd Ward off that fucking Delano Street.
This is getting real personal.
I'm just saying, like, no, it's real shit. Like, I fucked with you then. So don't get a big head because you can buy a club, you can do this, you can do that. Nigga, I fucked with you when you was just selling dime bags. Don't get too big for your britches, nigga.
That's the bottom of the barrel. Dime bags.
I was fucking with him when he was doing dime bags.
I don't even think they sell dime bags. I don't even buy weed.
I don't even know what a dime bag is.
I'm pretty sure.
But I'm telling you,
gotta buy a dub, and I don't even smoke.
I don't even know what that even means. But I know I was fucking with that nigga when he was selling dime bags. But he would, and the validation I get now is that he's like, yo, you really fucked with me back then. Yes, I know I fucked with you back then. That's real. That's real shit. All this other shit is because bitches know you have money. Bitches know you got it. So they're going to come at you and they want to fuck with you because of that. Not because of they really like you or they like your personality. Because really you're a fuck ass nigga. But whatever. But you're cute. And you got money, so they gonna fuck with you. But all that other shit, they don't care. Let you go broke. They're not going to answer their phone. And you're gonna call me, you're gonna be like, I need something to eat. And I'm gonna be like, come on. No, I ain't gonna be like, come on over. But I'm just saying, like, that's that shit. Like, before I used to be so, like, jealous about. But now I am at a point where you can't make me jealous over no bitch, nobody. Like, I am myself. Like, if you don't fuck with me, you don't fuck with me. I don't give a fuck. Like, I really don't care. Because I have people that do, and they know me. They know the type of person I am. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters to me.
I am happy for my friend. I am happy for my friend.
And it's so funny. It's so funny.
Mad.
Like, let me tell you something. When I was younger, I had my best friend, we lived together, and her dad got hit by a HEB truck. So
they got some money.
Yes. So for a while,
Hit me,
she
HEB.
always had, so HEB did a payout to her family.
Bitch, yes, payout.
And so until she was like, I want to say she was 21, she got a lump sum from that accident, and she had been getting it since she was like a kid, right? So when we were living together, I used to be so jealous of her because as soon as that check cleared,
I am happy for my friend.
I be in my room in my diary like, I love Jim, but I'm so mad I gotta work all these hours at Olive Garden. But it wasn't until like I grew up and I realized like, damn, you know, I can't be mad at her. Like, I can't be mad because that was not something
that was just traumatic. That's it. Was her dad okay?
Her dad was okay. Her dad is okay.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Honey. But like, I was just, because I didn't have that. I had to work for
it was given to her. You felt a way.
I felt a certain type of way because it was given to her, but I had to work so hard to get everything that I had, and I still had nothing.
I worked so hard and I had nothing. Fucking nothing.
When I tell you, I worked so hard to have nothing. Have you ever worked
worked hard to not be negative. I just wanted to be
Did
zero.
Did you ever work so hard to have nothing?
I have worked very hard to be a zero. And a few times in Houston where because what happened with Houston, I had to grow up. My mom ended up being laid off.
Yeah.
And that took a kick into my life, because before that, anything would be like, I'm gonna call my mama. My mama got it. My mama got laid off, and it took a little minute, and bitch, I worked very hard to stay at zero. Have you ever just been zero to balance out?
You just balance
zero.
out.
I didn't even need $2. I just need zero. Zero is what I need to be.
I don't even want to be negative.
Yeah, I just don't want to be negative. It is when you are just trying to stay at zero, bitch.
And it's so funny because I have these journals that I wrote in at that period in time, and I just remember I would reread these journals and it'd be I love her, but why do I have to go through all this? She doesn't have to go through all this, and blah blah blah. And I'm just
and the thing is, everybody's life is just different, and the path is just different.
Everything is different.
And once you kind of
accept it,
you have to accept it. But that's an older person's game. That's just some shit is just gonna happen because you're 16. Some shit just gonna happen because you're 21 and 22.
And
it's not until you start getting older, you have a better vision of life, and you live a bit more, you realize that some shit you being jealous about ain't got nothing to do with you. It ain't gonna happen.
Because nowadays it's just the whole reason why I even went to Vegas was because of her.
The HEB money still. Oh, come on, HEB.
She financed me.
HEB still.
Shout out to my bestie. I love her so much. She financed me, and I have to pay her back though. But she understands where I'm at.
So now it wasn't why not me. It was, listen, it's not me, nigga. It's not me.
It's not
Come
me.
here.
But and it's at first, because she has the marriage, she has the house, she has the babies, she has all this stuff, and I'm just and at first I was just why not me? Why not me? But then I'm just no, that's my house too. Because if I go to Corpus, I go there. That's my babies. But those are my babies. But he knows that this is a deal.
But that's not even the life that's not even the life you wanted. And that's what I had to realize too.
It's not the life that I wanted.
I was being jealous of shit I didn't want. It was just why am I jealous about your good job at the hospital? I don't want to work in that bitch no more.
Yeah. And it's so funny because she has that 8 to 5 or 8 to 6 whatever type job, and I'm just thinking I don't even want that.
Yeah, I think when you start thinking like that, you have to have a conversation with yourself. When I was around here getting jealous about 9 to fucking 5, and I didn't want to work.
People who have these.
When I knew I didn't want that shit, when I knew that wasn't for me. I didn't quite know what I wanted to do, but I knew that wasn't for me.
Yeah. That
when I was
you can't be jealous of that.
When I was getting jealous of kids, and it's just like, I don't want no fucking kid. What would I do with a kid right now? It was just, but then the thing was, I was so lost in what, because I didn't know what I wanted, or I knew what I wanted, but it wasn't a full vision of what I wanted. So I was trying to attach myself to anything because I just didn't know what I wanted to do. So really, when you start feeling any type of jealousy with friends and besties and all that good stuff, you need to just sit down and think about what you want, because it's literally your insecurity playing tricks on you.
Absolutely.
Or a bigger trick.
Smoke and mirrors. Smoke and mirrors.
And that's what I had to realize that. I remember I haven't had no jealous feelings of my friends recently, but like I would say probably in the past year or two, nothing. But like 3 or 4 years ago, every blue moon, but like I said, it was shit I actually didn't fucking want anyway.
I was having, so when we were in Vegas, we were all talking, they were talking, because most of my friends are married, is out of the group.
Oh yeah, you 27 Dresses. Let me tell y'all, I have never known a person, I don't know if you guys seen the movie 27 Dresses, but it's about a girl who is always a bridesmaid, never a bride. Adrianna's Facebook page at one point was her at a wedding every week. That was...
So we were all sitting and congregating and talking, and so it's me and another girl. Well, let's just say we've both done the exchange of vows type thing, right? Mm-hmm. So, but we're the only ones not married, mm-hmm. And so everybody's talking about their husbands and family life and blah blah blah, and I looked at my friend, I was just like, is it really worth it? Like, is there something that I'm really missing? And she goes, fuck no.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, you make me feel so much better.
Yeah.
She was just like, I'm going to keep it real with you. Fuck no. It's hard as shit. It is so fucking hard.
I think it's cool if you want it, but you don't really want it. That's how I was.
I don't, yeah.
Like, oh, my mom, and then my mom always calls me, oh my God, I was on such and such Facebook, and her kids are so cute, and they did this and they did that, and then it was just like, God, I need to get my mom some grandkids.
Yeah, I think about that too.
I start like getting into my head about stuff I don't want right now.
I think about that too, and I think like, damn, should I give that nigga a chance? Should I just settle? Should I just fucking settle?
No, never.
But then it's just like, nah, I can't do that. Or then I just think, me and my best friend, we were having a conversation probably about a couple weeks ago, and we're talking about my abortion. And I asked her, I was just like, do you think that I made the right decision? Because, I was just kind of like on one. She was just like,
I was drunk.
And I was like, do you think that I made the right decision? And she was just like, yeah, I think you made the right decision. She was like, you knew that you weren't bringing a child into this world under the right circumstances. She was like, you knew the kind of mom you want to be, and you couldn't be that kind of a mom in the circumstance that you were going to bring this child into this world. So I think that you did the right thing, because she was like, 9 times out of 10, women would be selfish and just have the kid and just struggle. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, thank you for validating. I said, thank you for validating me, because I felt that. Like, I legit felt that.
How drunk were you?
Moderate.
Okay.
Scale of 1 to 10, I was a strong 7. But I felt that shit. Like, I remember that, because it's just like, that's like, because my mom was like, I want a grandkid. You have 2 sons, okay? I can't be the only one, and I'm sorry. I'm not going to be a single mom for you.
Well, my mom has a grandchild. She wants more, but
I can't be a single mom. I can't be a single mom for my mother. These niggas out here they making single moms, and I'm not finna do that. I was going to be a single mom, Ebony.
Jesus Christ. I'm so happy ain't nobody mama.
I was going to be a single mother.
So
Imagine that. I mean, I probably would have, I don't know what the fuck I would have done. I don't know what kind of mother I would have been.
You would have figured it out if you would have had it, though.
Oh my
But
God.
some people just, I don't want to have to be in a space where I got to figure
I don't
it
want to
out.
have to. I didn't want to be in that space.
Yeah.
Like I didn't
People,
want to be in that
because
space.
I do 110% believe that when people keep their kids, they can find a way and make a way.
Absolutely.
I completely agree with
But
that.
not I.
With that being said, I
don't want to test that water.
I'm good.
That's too deep of some waters for
I'm
me.
good.
I can't swim in that kind of water.
I'm good. It's murky.
It's very murky.
That water's murky.
And it's very salty, so you can't open your eyes and you can't see.
With murky water comes gators. I'm scared of gators. I'm from Florida. So.
Yeah, there's a lot of seaweed down there.
So that's that on that. If you're jealous.
Don't be jealous, man. Be yourself. Fuck it.
If you're jealous, just take the time out to ask yourself, why are you jealous? And once you answer that, you can start moving toward a better space because don't be. I don't need y'all to be like jealous like y'all be killing people because that'd be the craziest stuff.
But not even just like when you feel jealous. It's just like when you feel like
inadequate.
It's some type of negative emotion when you see another person and that
being
makes
happy.
It makes you feel some type of way. I think you need to investigate that. Like just to say, oh, I'm jealous of that person. No, if you see like your friend,
like a thing, if it's actually a thing, you can get it. Let's be clear. If it's a car or a house or some bullshit, that's simple steps. That's some shit that you just gotta save. You need to save and get your credit straight. Yeah. You can do that. That's achievable. If it starts coming down to like
why
personality
does this person get what that and it's not me. That's something that you would need to explore within yourself.
Yeah. But if it's just valuables, y'all can get that shit. That ain't worth being jealous about.
Shoes, purses,
houses, cars, all that's attainable.
Niggas.
All that's attainable.
All that's attainable.
But when it starts to come like other stuff, when kind of how like when Toni got married on Joan just really wanted to be married. Y'all need to start investigating your feelings. Mm-hmm. And like I said, being jealous isn't the problem here. How you handle it is the issue here.
Talk about it. Speak about it. Speak on it. Because you're never gonna clear it.
And always know it's really, like I said, jealousy is really just your insecurity stepping up a notch. Mm-hmm. That's all it is. Every time I've been jealous about something, it was something I was insecure about. Every single time. Or like I never had no sibling things, but like when my mom gets too like, oh my God, I'm so excited for her, and like I feel like not that she's comparing me to the person, but she's super proud of them. It plays on my insecurity, like, is she not proud of me? So it's really your insecurity. It's not on that person.
Because I'd be like, so you proud of them, you're not proud of me?
And it'd be
so you proud of me, mama?
Like, it'd be like some shit that has nothing to do with my life. And it's like, oh my gosh,
bitch, she mowed 10 grass, 10 lawns.
She was your daughter, don't you? She has a good job. She has kids. She has your daughter.
She has 10 kids and like 7 baby daddies. I'm just proud that she's just getting it together.
So, but it's like my insecurity of wanting my mom to like, I still want my mom to be like, good job, champ. Like I still want my mom's approval because she means a lot to me. So that is, and she is, let's be clear, she is very proud of me and she tells me I'm cool all the time. But if she gets too perky about somebody else, it still plays on my insecurity like I'm not doing enough. So it's, once again, it's on me, not her or the person or whatever. So start searching inside, friends. That's all. And that's that.
Look inside of you. Oh, I forgot that song.
So we have a letter. We're going to name her. I think I did that name right. We're gonna name her
Jody Whiteley.
Jody Watley.
Watley?
Yeah, definitely Jody Watley. So Jody Watley says, "Hey girls, hey. I love the show. The ghosting one registered. Oh, shout out everybody who sent letters and was in that comment section about ghosting. I'm very happy that y'all found entertainment in the fact that a nigga left me high and dry off the fucking plane ticket. Y'all ain't shit. Everybody who was like, girl, y'all ain't shit. Because that was misery for me.
Look.
Because it was a bunch of y'all.
So my dudes at the What They Talk About podcast said, that nigga turned on Toni Braxton 7 whole days.
Listen, y'all tried it. It's been a few of y'all in Recover Party Girls mentions, and my personal NatoyaEbony's mentions, and I give some letters or some little messages. Y'all being so thrilled about that episode made me feel away.
That nigga said, so she really didn't get the clue. I said, don't you talk about my girl like that.
Y'all really was over here.
Talking about that girl like that.
Y'all was over here trying to relate. And I kept responding to all of y'all, but did he have a plane ticket though? I just needed y'all to understand that this plane ticket was essential.
He should. That was the key.
Y'all were trying to tell stories, and I was like, nah.
That was the key.
It wasn't no plane ticket involved, sis. That nigga didn't care.
That was the key.
Y'all tried me, but okay. Back to the letter. Hey girls, hey, I love the show. The ghosting won't register with me because I'm getting ghosted right now.
Oh shit.
Well, kind of ghosted. I'm kind of seeing this guy, but he only comes around when nobody is around. It's like he's embarrassed of me. I'm a heavyset girl and he's a typical athlete. All the girls run after him, but he's always texting me. We study together and do many of our class assignments together, but it's embarrassing for him to act like he doesn't know me when we're in public. My friend says he's using me because she thinks I'm keeping him afloat / eligible to play. But in the process, we've gotten to know each other and he texts me all the time outside of the schoolwork. What do you ladies think? I love the show.
You go first.
Yeah, he using you. I mean, it ain't really nothing. Your friend right. As a girl who I was dating this guy and I used to do his homework. And let me tell you something. I stood one night and wrote his paper for him, like legit wrote this paper for him. It was a good paper. I'm a great writer. It was bomb. He was down in Miami with some other girl. So, no. If you're helping him, the key way to find out if this is about the schoolwork is to stop doing the schoolwork. He can find another study buddy. I'm pretty sure it's not you who needs the help. If he's an athlete, he's used to passing by and getting his stuff done. Stop helping him with his work and then see how he acts. And honestly, you being heavyset ain't got shit to do with him shaming you in public. Don't let that nigga embarrass you in public. Being heavyset ain't shit. Like that ain't no, what do you mean? You said that like that was like a turn off. I'm kind of heavyset. He the typical athlete. What the fuck that got to do with anything? If you a bad bitch, you a bad bitch.
Say that.
You size 2, size 12, size 18. Bad bitches are bad bitches.
Pray
so don't have that boy having you look insecure in the fucking set or in the union or in the cafeteria because he won't speak to you, but he texting your phone from across the room. Don't take that type of shit. And don't feel that type of way because you heavy set. What the fuck? That don't have shit to do with nothing. Being heavy set ain't got shit to do with none of this. That nigga is a piece of shit for being all in your face and letting you help him with his homework or y'all studying together or whatever, and to not speak to you when you're in public. Do not let nobody do that to you, period.
I would piggyback off of NatoyaEbony. I say stop helping that nigga.
That's it.
And let's see where it goes. Because, it's one thing I love to do the most is to test a nigga. Now, if he's truly about your friendship and whatever the
Which he's not, because
if he's not, obviously.
Y'all can't be. Why can't he speak to you in public anyway?
If he ain't about it, then you don't need to be helping him with shit
at all. Because
matter of fact, next time you help him with something, you give him all the motherfucking wrong answers. That's just a petty bitch I am.
I just don't understand why he can't speak to you anyway. Like what?
And
it sounds like y'all are probably in college, right? So if you're in college, you meet a group of people, diverse people in general. You're gonna meet people who aren't like you, who don't look like you, who are not from the same background as you. So you tell him he can't fucking speak to you when y'all in public?
Yeah, that's a problem for me.
That's a
deal breaker. Actually, you need to stop speaking to him.
Yeah.
You need to tell him that you're busy, that you got shit to do. You actually getting paid to tutor some other stupid ass athlete.
You didn't gotta say all that. You hit that nigga up.
However the fuck you feel like you want to tell this nigga, don't say nothing at all.
Cause I just don't understand why he can't speak to you in general.
And your weight and your body has nothing to do with nothing.
Nothing. You took that was extra information you get. You know how when you went like,
and that just shows that maybe that you think that perhaps maybe that's something that is
a turn off to him.
But I don't think that that's the problem. I think that he's just using you.
I think he entertains you so you can do his work.
Helping him.
Yeah, that's
and
it.
Because you like him, you are going out of your way to make sure that he gets done whatever he needs done, to make sure that he's whatever the star person that he needs to be. Fuck that nigga.
I was writing this nigga's paper, and me and this nigga was like, this was my main nigga. Like, I was home doing his paper. Like, I don't think you understand, doing his paper. That nigga was down at the University of Miami playing.
Let that nigga go down in flames.
That nigga was down in
Miami.
Miami.
You at Valley Victoria. Let that nigga go down in flames. No.
And the thing is, honestly, he's not gonna go down in flames. He will find somebody else. Just don't be the duck.
Don't be the duck.
Don't
You're not a quack, babe.
You throwing in your weight was kind of like when you be doing those.
I just felt like she's throwing in her weight because perhaps that is the turnoff.
I don't know, but you throwing in your weight was kind of like when you take them tests and you have to read the paragraph and they throw in some bullshit just to throw you off. That's what I felt about reading about your weight. It's a non-factor. It's a non-fucking factor. If a nigga not speaking to you, your weight don't have nothing to do with it. An asshole's just an asshole. Douchebag's just a douchebag. And don't let that boy make you feel less than. Because at the bottom line is, he can fucking speak to you. Bare fucking minimum. He is really just entertaining you because he wants his work done. And you can say you're helping him. I got a feeling you're doing it.
And I say, fuck that nigga. And I'm 125 pounds. And I've gotten ignored a couple of times in my day or two. And I say, fuck him. Don't do shit else for that nigga.
Don't do anything
Don't do shit else for him.
You don't owe him eligibility.
Nothing.
You don't owe him a response. You ghost that nigga. That's what
you ghost him.
You ghost him, sis.
Yes, ghost him.
Plain ticket and all.
And you show him.
Yeah.
Nah, bitch, we ain't about that life.
You ghost him. You need to delete his number. And actually, if you ain't deleted his number yet, I'm mad.
I bet you that nigga ugly too.
Girl. The nerve of that nigga. So you in a cabin.
The nerve of that nigga.
That nigga walk in and speak to everybody and then text you, I see you. Nigga,
no,
what?
Bitch, what?
Ghost that nigga. Period.
No, ma'am. Period. No.
But
I'm mad about that.
Message us back.
We want to know how this turns out.
Jody Watley, message us back because I need to know
how does this transpire.
And if you want to go a step further, you can send me his handle so I can see how he looks. If you don't want to
see how
he looks. And I just, girl,
sis, it ain't now. Fuck him.
It ain't.
Fuck that nigga. Fuck that nigga.
Woo!
Fuck him.
And you tell him to tell them skinny hoes to do his work. No, I'm just
Tell him skinny hoes to do his work. Yes. Tell him skinny hoes to do his work.
But Jody Watley.
And throw a granola bar at him.
Jody Watley, you deserve better.
Yes, sis. You deserve somebody that's going to embrace you in public, hug you in public.
Or just say what up.
A thank you in public.
Right.
Thank you for helping me in public.
You at the game.
You want to walk to class. Let's walk to class together. Let me carry your books.
He should be carrying your books. You probably helping that nigga stay in school. Listen, Jody Watley, bad bitches come in all sizes, all shapes, all colors. Don't let
use a bad one.
Don't let no nigga make you think anything different. And that is that.
And use a bad one.
On motherfucking that. So, but you can find me at NatoyaEbony on all social media. You can find Recovering Party Girls on Facebook and Instagram, and Party Girls Pod on Twitter.
And you can find me, Miss Cool _letter N in the city, on all social media platforms.
And you guys have a great week. Jody Watley.
Don't fuck with that nigga. Play with that nigga, girl.
Don't fuck with that nigga.
Fuck him.
Jody.
And you tell him we said it.
Jody, play this podcast for his motherfucking ass.
And play it out loud in front of his friends. Put it on that Beats by Dre little pill.
Jody
Watley,
Watley.
Baby. Bitch, you big, you bad.
Jody.
You fine, bitch. Fuck him.
Jody.
And you can tell him we said it.
Don't write me back if you still fucking with that nigga.
Tell him we said it.